Numbers of State Bank of India on your screens as well. The asset quality has seen a marginal improvement on a quarter-on-quarter basis. The stock has also recovered from the lows of the day. The net profit also at 20,000 crores, higher than the poll, what was anticipated, or as per the CNBC TV18 poll. The net NPA too, marginal improvement from the previous quarter, 20160, the net profit figure. The CNBC TV18 poll had anticipated that figure to be 17048. The net interest income also higher than expectations at almost 43,000 crore, and that is higher than what the poll was estimating at around 40,800 crores. Asset quality has improved as well on a sequential basis. You need to keep in mind that there will be a higher other income component this time around, and that is of course because of the stake sale that the bank had from Yes Bank. So that needs to be accounted for as well. But the profitability higher on a year-on-year basis. The net interest income also higher. The stock is now back into the green now, 0.5% higher for SBI. At one point, the stock was down almost 1% before the results were announced, and we'll get you more reactions as well coming in. Provisions at 5,400 crore compared to 4,757, so a marginal increase from the June quarter. And we'll also get you, of course, the slippages figure and the loan growth and the deposit growth figures also. Of course, the poll is anticipating a 10% growth in advances and a 9% growth in terms of deposits on a year-on-year basis. The profitability is higher by 10% from last year. It's a beat on expectations as well. And Ashutosh Mishra, the head of research at institutional equities at Ashika Stockbroking, is joining in for a quick reaction on this. Ashutosh, thank you for joining in. The net interest income, contrary to expectations of a decline, has come in higher than last year, as well as the profitability. What do you make of these numbers on first cut?
Surely it is a positive surprise, and primarily if you try to understand, then this reflects the cost. They have cut the saving bank deposit rate, so that is, I think, is fully reflected in this number, which has most probably helped them to bring down their cost of fund. Once the PPT will be out, we will be getting these numbers in detail.
What kind of growth in terms of advances and deposits are you working with your internal estimates, Ashutosh?
We were working on a roughly 3.5% quarter-on-quarter, slight moderation in loan growth on quarter-on-quarter basis, so approximately 11% on YOY basis.
And what are the what kind of commentary or what clarity are you expecting from the management when they address in just a few minutes from now?
So the most important will be how the NIM's trajectory will be going forward from here, and loan book growth. These two are very important from the future earning perspective, because we are not expecting any major negative surprise on asset quality, at least for next year or so in the banking sector. So our focus will be on how the NIMs and loan growth will be there. So that will be the key driver for the future profit, and that's what I want to know from the management.
Awaiting commentary from the slippages number as well. Ashutosh, asset quality has seen an improvement from the previous quarter, but provisions have seen a marginal increase. Would you want to know as to why provisions have slightly increased from the previous quarter?
Maximum of the banks, including private and public sector banks, are now gearing up for the moving to new ECL framework, which will be kicking in from the next year onward. So provision side of the they will be slightly making higher provisioning, I think, for whole of this year, so that they are better prepared to take move into the new ECL framework.
Ashutosh, thank you for sparing time and joining us with your quick take on these results from State Bank of India. Of course, we are awaiting more clarity on how the margin trajectory has panned out and how the slippages have fared in this quarter for State Bank of India. The stock had seen a bit of a spike after the numbers had been announced, but they have come off instantly. That recovery has been sold into, and the stock has moved back into the red now, has SBI. But as of now, the profitability is a beat on expectations, as is the core income. The net interest income, as per the poll estimates, was supposed to decline on a year-on-year basis, but that has increased by almost 3.3% from last year. So that's a positive as well for State Bank of India. Asset quality has seen an improvement on a sequential basis. Gross and net NPA both have improved. Gross NPA, of course, by 10 bips and net NPA by 5 bips is the improvement that you have seen from the June quarter. Only the provisions have seen a marginal increase on a quarter-on-quarter basis. Of course, we'll be awaiting more clarity from the management once more numbers come in. But the CET1 ratio has improved as well, 11.47 compared to 9.95 last year and 11.1 in the June quarter. So it's an improvement both on a sequential as well as on a year-on-year basis. The profitability on the net NPAs in absolute terms has also declined, almost 18,500 crores now compared to almost 20,000 crores in June. So that's an improvement seen for SBI. And even in gross NPA terms, in absolute terms, 76,000 crore compared to 78,000 crore in June, and well over 83,000 crore in the same quarter last year. So management commentary awaited from SBI, and as of now, prima facie, the numbers look better than what the street was anticipating. But
well, thanks so much for tuning in to CNBC TV18. Make sure you follow us and stay updated on all our social media platforms. Well, thanks so much for tuning in to CNBC TV18. Make sure you follow us and stay updated on all our social media platforms.